Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're unpacking Chapter 9 of our wondrous world, Different Lands, Different Lives. Have you ever actually stopped to wonder how the diverse landforms right outside our doors dictate everything from what we eat and wear to how we live our daily lives? It's pretty amazing. We're going to dive into this deep connection between nature and human culture, looking at how extreme environments literally shape our survival and our celebrations. Let's get right into it. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're taking a virtual field trip across 5 distinct areas. We'll start back at school, venture out into the desert, explore coastal regions, ascend some high mountains, and finally, connect nature with the sky above us. Section 1, Back to School. We start right in the classroom. Imagine the buzz of excitement as students come back from their holidays. Desks are completely covered with colorful pictures and souvenirs from their trips, and everyone's sharing their stories. It's the perfect jumping-off point for our geographical journey. So the students mapped out their trips, and 3 totally different geographical biomes emerged. We've got Nayan, who visited the majestic mountains and towering pine trees of Sikkim. Then there's Ritika, who braved the vast, arid deserts of Rajasthan. And Chandni spent her time soaking up the coastal vibes on a beach in Odisha. This sets up a really cool comparison for us. Because, you see, our world is just incredibly vast and wondrous. Even though these places feel worlds apart, the Rocky Mountains, the lush plains, the sandy coasts, and the dry deserts, they all seamlessly connect across our planet's surface, like a giant puzzle. Keeping that big interconnected picture in mind, let's zoom in on our very first story.
Section 2, Life in the Desert. We are stepping right into Ritika's shoes, exploring the arid, endless sands of Rajasthan.
Stepping into a vibrant desert village like this, the evidence of human adaptation is just everywhere. The flat, sandy terrain totally dictates the architecture. Those flat-roofed, thick-walled homes, they aren't just for show. They're designed as a thermal mass. They literally block out that intense daytime heat while trapping the warmth you desperately need during those freezing desert nights. Oh, and the camels? Absolutely essential for everyday life and transport here.
You can really see how the environment dictates survival. Water is super scarce, right? So it becomes the absolute center of community life, with folks often trekking long distances to bring it back from precious sources. And for getting around, shifting sands mean camel carts are a much better bet than regular vehicles. What about those beautifully vibrant clothes and flowing turbans? Not just a fashion statement. All those layers of cloth provide vital insulation against a relentless sun and blowing sand. Talk about practical.
Now, let's leave that arid heat of Rajasthan in the rearview mirror. We're traveling eastward across the plains, making a beeline straight for the refreshing sea breeze. Section 3, Exploring Coastal Regions. We've arrived at the beach in Odisha, right where Chandni spent her coastal vacation. Here, the sea isn't just a pretty view, it's basically a way of life. Since coastal communities rely so heavily on their surroundings, their entire food culture is built around local resources. In Odisha, the traditional dishes are famous nationwide. I mean, just hearing the names is enough to make you hungry. We're talking dolma, pakhala, chenapoda, and rasagola. These rich traditional foods are a direct, delicious result of the region's unique agricultural and coastal bounty. To give you a feel for the daily rhythm, let's check out Chandni's scrapbook. The whole day is completely intertwined with the ocean. By 7 a.m., fishermen are already out at sea earning their livelihood. Mid-morning, it's all about spotting turtles on a boat ride. Then she dives into the local culture, picking up a traditional Sambal-puri sari, before wrapping up the afternoon admiring some incredibly intricate sand art right on the beach. And wow, the biodiversity she captured is just incredible. From starfish and crabs to turtles and playful dolphins, this vibrant marine life is the absolute lifeblood of the local economy. The sea provides pretty much everything, and the entire community thrives alongside these amazing creatures. But hey, it's not all sunshine and fresh seafood, right? Coastal life has some very real risks, like intense cyclones. Figuring out how to adapt to these massive storms is absolutely crucial for survival. In fact, the government of Odisha has actually won national and international awards for saving lives. They've really nailed early warnings, advanced preparations, and highly effective management during cyclones. It's a powerful reminder that adapting to your environment also means respecting its destructive power. All right, we're leaving sea level behind. Along with those coastal storms, it's time to journey sharply upward into a dramatically different climate.
Better grab a jacket because we're about to experience a major temperature drop. Section 4. Ascending the Mountains. We're opening Nukyen's diary now to explore the majestic, incredibly steep landforms of the Himalayas, specifically up in Sikkim. Up here, survival demands a completely different playbook. We're talking massive rocky landforms with slopes so steep that farming and transport are intensely difficult. The locals wear heavy, layered clothing to fight the bitter cold. The towering pine trees have adapted to the snow, and those powerful yaks carrying heavy loads, they are an absolute lifesaver. Every single thing is an ingenious adaptation just to thrive in this freezing vertical world. Okay, so we've toured the blazing desert of Rajasthan, the breezy coast of Odisha, and the freezing mountains of Sikkim. Let's pull back and look at the macro picture. It is honestly astounding to realize that all of these wildly different extremes exist on the exact same continuous surface of our planet. Section 5. Connecting Nature and Sky. In this final synthesis, we're shifting our focus a bit. We need to recognize that no matter how different the land under our feet might be, we are all connected by what's right above us. Putting these extremes side by side really drives home how dramatically the Earth's surface varies. On one side, Nayan navigates those steep, rocky slopes and cold snow in the Himalayas. On the other, Ritika deals with endless flat sand and extreme heat. Yet humans are so endlessly resourceful. We figured out how to adapt our food, our clothing, and our shelter to perfectly suit whichever extreme we happen to call home. If you take away just one thing from this entire explainer, make it this perfectly summarized quote from the text. The natural setup in these places shape what they eat, wear, and celebrate. It totally hits the nail on the head. Nature and human culture are deeply, undeniably linked. You literally cannot separate the two. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with something to think about. Take a look outside your own window. How does your local landform shape what you eat or the clothes you wear? And as we get ready to transition to the next chapter, our sky, ask yourself this. While the ground might divide us into deserts, coasts, and mountains, what mysteries of the sun, moon, and stars do you share with the rest of this wondrous world? Thanks so much for learning with me today, and keep exploring.